Providing instruction in flexible, small groups allows the teacher to target literacy instruction to children's observed and assessed needs. In this classroom, the teacher uses prompts to coach children as they read.
Okay, so boys and girls, today we're going to look at some of our strategies to help us with reading and when we come to a word that we don't know, and using these strategies can help us figure out the word. We go through some of the strategies of look at the word. We're going to slide through each sound. We reread. We also look for parts that they don't know or parts that they already know that can help them solve the word. We try a different vowel sound. If it has a long vowel, you might want to try a short vowel to see if it makes better sense. And we also check the picture because the picture can also help you with words you don't know. And also we think about what would make sense. So if we read a word and it doesn't make sense, let's reread it to see if it makes sense in the sentence. Slide through each sound. We can go through each sound and slide through to hear the sounds to see if it can help us figure out what that word is. Think about what would make sense.
That means like if you say something that doesn't make sense,
You say
then you change
talking.
Then you change it to something else that try to make it do make sense.
Right, because sometimes we read a word in a sentence and it sounds silly, so we go back and try to find a word that makes sense. So we know that word is wrong because it just didn't sound right. Reread. So what does reread the word means?
Read the book again.
So not just read the book again, it also means reread words.
The sentence.
Sometimes if you look at that word or you reread the sentence, you can figure out what it means. And I saw a lot of you do that in our past groups in reading, that you went back and reread a word and made the correct words. Try a different vowel. What do you think that means?
So when A, E, I, O, U, and if you try that long U, then if that don't make sense, you try the short U sound.
Yep, excellent. While we're reading, I read one-on-one with them, and then when they get to a word that they don't know, I have them refer to the anchor chart to see if they can figure out a strategy on their own. If they have trouble figuring out a strategy, then I assist them with it. So as you're reading today, I am going to be coming around reading with you, but when you get stuck on a word, I'm going to be asking you to use some of your strategies to help you, okay?
Here is a
Let's look at that word.
I don't know what this one is.
So let's see if we can look at one of our strategies to help us figure out that word. So let's look at the word. You said you don't know what that word is. Let's see, what can we do? Can we slide through the word and maybe do the sounds?
Yes.
Okay, let's try the sounds. Try to sound out the word.
No. Boys.
Good job. The strategies can be used with all students when they get to a tricky word. They can use them to help them figure out words that they don't know. And it's beneficial for all readers, no matter what level they are at.
Babies.
Oh, good, you did it.
Babies. Chickens are babies. Cats.
And I like how you went back and reread that whole sentence. Did that make sense to you? Does that sound good? Okay. I think it feels accomplishment and that they know how to do it themselves. Often when they reread a sentence and they go back and do the word themselves, they're so excited because they figured it out and no one had to tell them how to do it. So they can use those strategies when they're reading by themselves or when they're reading with the teacher.
Take off the sweater. Say, take off the hat. And take off the boots.
I like how you started off with one vowel and you changed it to and tried a different vowel. Good job.
From. Flower.
Does that sound right? Okay, so what strategy can you use? What are you thinking to try to figure out that word? How about you slide through each sound? When students find meaning, when they're connecting all the words together, it helps me know that they have an understanding of the text that they're reading. Let's start at the beginning. Reread that sentence.
Now you have a fur coat, said Bella.
Do they have a fur coat?
Fur coat,
Good. I like how you went back and
said Bella.
made it make sense. Okay, one more page. Let's see. What's that? I want to see how the story ends.
Rosie and Bella went outside. Now I'm not cold, said Rosie.
Why are they not cold?
Because he got fur. Cause he already have a jacket. Their fur is their coat.
Mm-hmm. It's nice because when they first come in the beginning, many of them are still learning sounds and trying to put words together. And at the end of the year, they're readers. They feel like they're readers. So it's such an accomplishment to not only them, to myself, and their parents that they're leaving first grade and they're reading.
Learn more at literacyessentials.org.